What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Mr. Knife giveaway live event. Sorry, I was at the back end of a breath there, and then like a burp came up, and I just just kind of faded out of that one. Got a little bald spot up there that bugs me. How about Flightanium beef? Ridiculously cool budget knife, by the way, the Flightanium beef. Really like this one. If you are a fan of... This is kind of like Flightanium's Benchmade Super Freak. It's like the Contigo from Benchmade is too big, and the 940 is too small. Maybe you like that Super Freak size knife? This guy, 14C28N, really strong Omega springs. Really cool forest green and almost like a nuclear mustard thumb stud there. Really nice knife for, what are those? 65 bucks. Pretty good. I love beef too. So we have there's a place in town called Serves, and they're like the gas station monopoly here, and they're really nice. Like, I prefer to go to Serves, at all of their 5 locations around town. But there's one kind of gross area, like right off of Interstate where I live, and they just bulldozed that gross big area, and they put in this super nice premium Serves. It's right on my way. When I get on Interstate, I take my kid to daycare, and they have this area called the Beef Jerky Experience, and it is literally half of the store with every kind of beef jerky. They got alligator jerky, they got elk, they got buffalo, they got venison jerky. It's all really expensive. I think it was an 8-ounce bag of premium buffalo beef jerky. It was 30 bucks. Absolutely hammered that entire... I figured, man, a good 8-ounce steak is right around there. Like an 8 to 10-ounce steak, a really good one's right around there. I was like, all right, sure. So I went for it. Oh my god, it was so good. I should never have eaten it, because now I'm gonna be addicted to it. Yeah, venison jerky. I had that recently. Somebody else, that's what got me to want to try it, because somebody was like, I was like, is it worth it? The stuff in there is so expensive. And they're like, try this. I was like, oh my god. So good. What's up, guys? But I won all 3 Patreon giveaway. Biggest freaking crazy screw up. Let me tell you what happened on Patreon today. So, on Patreon, I have private giveaways. Tonight's giveaway is entirely separate from Patreon. If you are here and you've done what the square says, you're entered. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to be a member. You don't even have to be subscribed to me. You could hate my guts. You're still here and you can still enter to win. Patreon, however, I do separate private giveaways. They're tiered. The $1 tier has one giveaway. The $3 tier has access to 2 giveaways. These are all premium knives. And the $5 tier and above has access to 3 giveaways. And so I opened up entries last week on Patreon. And I said, I'm going to announce them today at 3. So I scheduled a post with a link. And I should have known. You can't do that on Patreon. It's a bug. They haven't worked this out. If you schedule a post on Patreon and it has a link in it, they do your whole post and they just leave the link out. Well, the link goes to the YouTube video that announced the winners. So it went up, and it was like a set it and forget it thing. So I set it, and it went up at 3. 25 minutes later, I'm like, my phone is going off. I have a lot of notifications, and I realize it's everybody on Patreon going, the post says, congrats to the winners. And then there's nothing. Well, that was one problem. The other problem was, I set this as a free post, meaning it goes out to everybody. All of my paid patrons and all of my free members. If you're a free member on Patreon, you don't really get anything. But I do like to kind of tease them a little bit here and there, look, these people get to enter stuff, you know, if you want to, you can get in on this. The problem is that it sent out a notification to everybody on Patreon, and the notification said, winners! So everybody literally everybody on my Patreon assumed they won today, which was very fun to sort out. It did get sorted out. I did have to send a bunch of emails back to people and say, I'm really sorry, you did not win anything. Please forgive me. Nobody left my Patreon, thank God. Thank you, I'm so sorry. This was my fault. Even though it was a Patreon bug, I should have known. I've known that for a long time. It's still not worked out, so my bad. But Great Blades, thanks for your donation. On my last break, we were open until 11. I hate the holiday season. In other news, the Zorn from One Track Mind dropped today. Still some left. Grab one. Okay, cool. Yeah, open till 11. Jeez. That sucks. Well, I hope I can provide some entertainment. I hope it's slow. I mean, like for you as the employee, unless you work on commission, I hope it's slow. If you work on commission, I hope you have some traffic. But if you're getting paid hourly and you can kill some time by watching my stream, then I hope I can provide some entertainment. Thoughts on Crewware? It's one of the best EDC steels you can buy. Period. I'm back on my diet, and I didn't realize after just a week, like my stomach capacity shrank so much. If I go on a diet, it's pretty hardcore. Like it's very normal for me to lose 40 pounds in a year. I've done that multiple times, and I went back on my diet. I'm trying to get ahead of it before New Year's. I'm like, I don't want to go through Christmas like being heavy. I'm gonna get ahead of it. Well, geez, I ate that thing of buffalo jerky, which is very lean, and it filled me up. I was like, oh man, like an 8-ounce steak is killing me right now. Bradford Mitchell, thanks for your donations. B says hello. Tell B say hello. Say hi to the hive. And if he's still on after me, make sure you guys go check him out. You know what's funny? Like I was going at 6:30, and then like B's was also like right at the same time, and then I've moved mine later, and I feel like did he move his later as well? So now we're still going at the same time. Looking to buy Shogroff First Knife, is a Stellar a good choice? Yeah, absolutely. A Stellar's a great choice. I always tell people that like my favorite like recommendation for your first Shiro is the F3, but I think the Stellar's great. Where is Bees? Is Bees at? I bet Bees has got to be close to 100K. Hold on. This surprises me that 62.2 thousand subscribers is an enormous amount of subscribers, but I feel like Bees deserves that silver play button bare minimum. That's surprising me. But I'm sure that Bees will absolutely get there. His content is excellent. He's very lively. He's very energetic. But yeah, that's just the algorithm showing unfair favoritism, in my opinion. I think Bees deserves. Bees deserves at least as many subs as I have. But yeah, I figured Bees had to be close to 100K. Yeah, I got a bunch of fixed blades out here. I like fixed blades. I don't think people realize, like, I don't have nearly as many fixed blades as I do folding knives, but you're seeing 1/6, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I probably own 30 fixed blades, 25 to 30 fixed blades. Man, I can't believe I fell asleep and missed my win last week after going so long. Hey, there he is! Peace! Dude, I was just about to show you on the iPad. Peace of mind, thank God. You were the only person I did not get sorted out. Please, I searched high and low for your email and I can't contact you. Please, peace of mind, email me, metalcomplex87@gmail.com. I have your winnings right here, man. I was going to make an announcement. As soon as we had a whole bunch of people, so that if they saw you in the comments, they'd let you know. I got your winnings. I want to ship them. I want to get your shipping, your tracking information. You can email me there. You can also email me at my other email address for my secondary YouTube channel that I just stopped doing. thesilentcomplex@gmail.com. You can email me at both places, but I really need your email. I don't know what happened. It's possible that the email thing is just screwy, but I searched through my entire inbox. I could not find it. So please, please, please email me. I want to get you your prizes. Everybody else, including the guy that I could not see because I had my stupid chat set to top chat instead of live chat, which is stupid. That was my fault. Thank you. Everybody had that guy's back, by the way. I got tons of emails telling me he's there. They sent me a screenshot. But please, peace of mind. Thank you. I was literally, I'm serious. Just to show you that I'm telling the truth, this is what I had ready to go. I was going to say, this guy right here, we need to find this guy. I got a picture of my iPad on my iPad. I want to give you your prizes. Everybody else's prizes are ready. All the tracking information went out today. A brand the community loves that you haven't had contact with is Farah Monster. It's like best at quality and artisan cutlery prices with unique knives. That's very cool. Would you send me a potent link with many products, Sever? I will try to check that. Send it to my email, and if you could also please DM me. I know I'm giving you chores, and I don't want to hurt you guys. Sometimes I feel like I'm hurting you, like bees. But I don't want to do that. But if you have time, if you wouldn't mind, would you please send me an email and a DM on Instagram? No, you were there. It wasn't me, it's the other guy who showed up late and you gave mine to him. Yeah, but I called your name, didn't I? That's you, isn't it? No, that was you, man. That's you. These are your winnings. No. Your time didn't run out. Hold on a second. Everybody wait 1 sec. Oh, there's bees. You're the best. You're the best, man. Thanks for that donation. 1 second. We're going to pause this and we're going to listen to my previous live stream so I can prove it to you that you won. You're trying to get out of this win. You're not getting out of this win. I'm giving you knives. Don't you dare. If I end up being wrong, I'm going to give you knives anyway because I'm going to make an ass out of myself. Hold on. We're going to play the audio here.
Yes, he is.
This is audio from my previous stream. So hold on. Here's you right here.
Peace, mind, 1710. Lies, there's no way. Thanks, MC. Lowercase gray P.
Listen. We find you.
Hold on.
We find you. Hold on. I know I'm right.
Oh, no. Is he here now?
See?
Eric, you showed up super late, but go ahead and email me, man.
See, Eric showed up late.
Go ahead and email me. I'll find you something.
He said that.
I know. It's
yeah.
Right. I'll hook him up. But I'm also going to give this person a prize.
See, I gave you both prizes.
The pouch, I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you what, if this person's not here, I'll give Eric this win.
Oh, no.
If this person's not here, I'll give Eric this win. This person's got to be here.
It's Eric.
I always do the right thing. I always do the right thing.
I'm getting too caught up in doing the right thing. I can't remember who's who. Oh, no, I'm going to prove myself wrong. Peace, hold on. You're going to win something either way, dude. Hold on. I'll make this right. Let me listen to the end of this. I found this and I was like, this is the winner.
10:01. But if Peace Mind shows up, I'm gonna give him this.
Oh no!
I know he was here. You can stop.
Let me look at these shipping labels.
I know how to do this. I got it figured out. Don't worry.
I know you're hearing two voices here. Just hold on.
You're furious.
Adam, Lisa, James. I don't have an Eric. So now I got to give you knives, and now I got to give Eric knives. That's fine.
Not here. The only right thing to do is to give Eric this win. 10:01, and Eric gets this. Justice for Eric, I agree. Because I don't think Peace Mind is actually here.
Hold on, I gotta keep listening. Hold on.
Watch Peace Mind show up in the last second too. And then if they show up, they have to fight.
I was so confused about this.
Real life, and then you have to film it.
My memory of this is gone.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Don't do that. Absolutely not. I'll give you both knives. It's fine.
What's this all about?
Eric,
I'm trying to make sure that I give the prizes to the right person from last week's live stream.
Your choices, whatever is happening this weird tonight. 1 through 6.
So Eric is choosing right now. Now I gotta hunt down Eric. So it's Eric who never contacted me. God dang it, I thought I had this sorted out. Okay, peace of mind. I want you to email me as well. I'm gonna give you prizes because I screwed this up completely. And you're here now, and I just said, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't get your prizes. So I'm gonna give you prizes. But we also need to hunt down this Eric guy. Gosh dang it, I royally screwed that up. Fortunately, there's no Eric in my other shipping labels over here, which means I didn't get an email from that guy either. So, okay, so these are Eric's. These belong to Eric, and I'll send you a mystery knife, okay? You email me and I'll send you a nice one. Just email me, I'll get you something, okay? I know everybody's confused. From my end, like, I'm trying to get all the right knives to the right people, and if I hype somebody up and I'm like, you won, and they're here, like, and he wasn't there, but like now he's here, and I said, no, I owe you a knife. I'm gonna send him a knife anyway, just for getting him hyped up. I don't want anybody to be pissed at me. I want everybody to have knives. Peace Mind 1710. He was like, no, dude, I didn't win, and I was like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm sorry. I was so confident. I was right and I was wrong. Oh no. I'm sorry. All right, we got that sorted out. So I have 2 more people to send knives to, but tonight there will be an additional 2 winners. I will get it fixed. Hey, Peace, if you email me, and it's same rules apply, you will hear from me next week by Friday. But you will get a knife, okay? I promise you. You're awesome. Hey, thank you, I appreciate that. But I feel like if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it right. I know what happens when you run stuff like this and you don't do it right. I've seen it a million times. I've been here for multiple decades. I know what happens to people who don't do this stuff right and they're not honest about it. I know I'm sitting here tooting my own horn. I'm playing my own butt whistle here. But for real, we've all seen what happens to people who don't do this correctly. I'm going to do this right. I don't want to end up on a forum post somewhere saying this guy owes me stuff. It's a scam. I don't want to do that. I want everybody who's even remotely owed something to get what they're owed. I'm tooting my own butt whistle here. That's a lot more colorful than tooting my own horn, I feel like. I'm Oda Herman. Salty titanium from what? I just feel like it's so much better to not scam. To everybody who scams out there, I just want to tell you, it works out a lot better if you don't do that. It's very, very beneficial to not scam people. Like, I just don't understand why people go, like, you just have to be such a rotten asshole to do that. Fuzzy Mutt 76, thanks for your donation. And by the way, the way I worded that was wrong. It is a bad thing to scam people. I'm not saying, like, it's better not to scam people because you make more money. You do, but mainly, it's the right thing to do. Always love the live streams. Thanks. Please show your Tesseract. I want one. What's your favorite Herman model and why? Thanks, MC. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Let me show you the Tesseract here. Bit of an optical illusion. I always tell people, it looks like there's depth, right? You're like, oh, geez, you're going to get all your lint caught in that thing. You ready? If you've never seen this before, you ready? It's flat. It's completely flat. This is completely flat, almost perfectly smooth. This is a laser engraving. And it's an optical illusion because of the way the light dances around. It's also partially anodized, probably by the heat of the laser. Sorry, we should open that up. My favorite... I love the Dragonfly. This is my most recent Dragonfly acquisition. This is Black Timascus, textured Black Timascus, an absolutely gorgeous mirror polished Damasteel. But my favorite model, I think, is always going to be... Let me show you my most exotic Slim. This is probably the nicest Herman I own. This is Black Timascus with Balbach Damast, and my favorite model. What a blade. Look at that. My favorite model from Herman is the Slim. I think that's their most beautiful design. Alien, man. Yeah, Balbach is not a joke. What do I think of the Hawk Talon? I think it's awesome. I use it. One of my recent Instagram posts is... Actually, I shoved my Hawk Talon through a beer can in the live stream. I love my Hawk Talon. It's a user. I have scratches all over it. There's a picture on Instagram of it. It was my EDC for Thanksgiving Day, which was a day that I do not fondly remember because we got beat by the Cowboys. And they beat us. They beat us. I'm not going to make any comments about anything because we lost, and I just have to accept that. The Cowboys beat us on Thanksgiving. I feel like it's like we lost a war to Russia. Like, that's what it feels like. I'm sorry, Texas. That's not fair. I actually really like Texas as a state, right? But like, it's on Thanksgiving. No! Oh God, that just sucked to watch. Hey MC, still waiting for your thoughts on that new Halo 4. Any word on when you might be snagging one for review? I hope to get one soon. Well, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work it out with a retailer, like to set aside at least a review sample. But I want to acquire both the Halo 4 and the... Is it the Nemesis? The Nemesis is the one I'm after. The Herman looks like the one-track mind. Oh, I'm not sure what that reference is. Hello, y'all. Good to see you. Good luck in tonight's giveaway. Thanks very much. On the edge. What's the biggest knife on the right? There was a guy in YouTube Shorts trying to teach me about fixed blades and how much more durable fixed blades are. And he was like, you really should learn more about fixed blades because you clearly don't know how capable... Sir, please. Please be seated, okay? Please have a seat. Thank you for trying to teach me about fixed blades. Thank you very much. That's the laminated COS, the Falk knife, and it's not the Master Bowie. It's funny that I forget the name. Like, I mix it up because of all the knife stuff in my head. But the modern Bowie. That is about the most... This isn't, in my opinion, this is about the most perfect... And here's why I come to this conclusion. It's because of the Dutch Bushcraft Boys episode on it. I watched it, and I know that that's... it's not Mickey. It's one of their favorite fixed blades. Or, like, in the class, right? I think one of them likes the 4. But I was like, that is the best-looking fixed blade I've ever seen in my life. I'm never going to use it the way that it's supposed to be used, but it's, you know, it's damn near indestructible. It is more capable than it is gorgeous, which is rare. Some of my favorite fixed blades are out on the table, and I don't know the names of all of them perfectly, but I do absolutely love my fixed blades. Yes. I'll have to put some oil I've like this has been in my truck, and there's a little line on this Demco, this MagnaCut free rein. This is a USA free rein. Very, very utilitarian fixed blade. But it has a little line up here, and I wonder what that is. It can't be corrosion because this is MagnaCut. I think I probably just need to wipe it down. Doesn't matter either way. This is a user. It sits in my truck. What's the inlay material on the black and gold one? I'm not sure. I'll let you guys look at it. This is a Ryan Mazzetti custom. I think it's like a... It's not copper my. It's like a brass my. Or like a bronze my. I'm not sure what this is. I bet people in the comments will be able to tell you. Some mosaic, like pins in here. Some wood. It's just beautiful craftsmanship. Just absolutely stunning. But this is a San Mai. Absolutely gorgeous. Fully handmade fixed blade. Beautiful. Ryan Mazzetti. Most expensive knife or most valuable? So both, I'm one and the same. Sharp by Design, the last of four, the ultimate of four. Full dress, zirconium frame, zircotai inlay, arch nemesis, weave blade. Ridiculously rare and never to be produced again because it costs too much to mill the blade like that. But this is a micro diamond textured zirconium frame, contoured, made in the USA. Look at that. Yeah, dang. Sharp on both sides. My absolute crown jewel. Probably worth about $8,000. I got a lot of nice ones. That's the most valuable. There's a bunch that are close out there. There's a few that are... Well, there's some that are worth, like, the mid-sixes, and there's some that cost in the mid-sixes. There's one that costs in the mid-sixes, but it's not worth that. What do I do with an $8,000 knife? You're looking at it. This. I'm a collector. I turn my hobby into my job, and I use the public interest in what I do to generate content, to create content that draws people in. Companies send me things to review. I give my honest opinion. Then I take that stuff that I get for free and I turn around and I give it away to people who come to the live streams to look at all my stuff. I think it's a pretty good way to balance all this out. I get to enjoy what I like. The companies who produce good products get good reviews and turn, you know, potential buyers into actual buyers who enjoy their products, and then I take the free stuff and give it back to the community who helped me build this channel. This is what I do with it. Ever considered getting a Stan Wilson NFF? I'm not really sure. I can't picture that in my head. I'll have to Google that. Behold my stuff is exact. That's my channel. Behold my stuff is exactly what my channel should be called. I have to know. Do you clear your table off after every live? Yeah, I can't. I can't leave it like this overnight. Like, it all goes back into its protective, airtight cases. All the cases have the, you know, anti-moisture and all of that. These things don't, they literally don't see light. They don't see moisture. There's a special place for the knives that are used, and there's a special place for the knives that do not get used. The stuff that's intended not to get used is kept in absolutely mint condition. It only ever comes out and it gets close to touching other things, or my fingers touch it, like for live streams. Can I show the Les bars at one piece? No, it's actually multiple pieces, but yes, I will show it. What camera equipment do I use? It's a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. That's my camera. It's my phone. The lighting in here is what helps with the definition. I have not a crazy intricate setup. 1, 2, 3 bulbs with umbrellas. some diffuser sheets, and 2 big LED panels. So this is actually multiple pieces. So it's like, this is all the same titanium frame. This is laid in, the pearl's laid in. Then we have the back spacer, lots of machining detail. The carbon fiber's laid in. Beautiful stuff. Whenever someone says like, oh, it's made by machine, it's all the same. No, it's not. No, it isn't. It can be made by machine and still be way above and still cost way more. When is the giveaway? Later. Tom Cruise has an $8,000 knife. What does Tom Cruise have? I gotta ring up Tom Cruise. MC's more of a reason to own it than Tom does. Barely. What does Tom Cruise have that's an $8,000 pocket knife? I'm curious. Or an $8,000 knife. You want to see the Rook? Where's that thing? Oh. Such a cool knife, man. Such a cool knife. Oh my god, I love this thing. How to enter the giveaway? You messing with me. That rectangle, or that that rectangle in the middle. Cobra Tech is a huge no from me. I don't think there's any problem with people enjoying them. The problem I have is when people are like, Cobra Tech's gotta get a Cobra Tech, that's the best US knife out there. A little bit of a moment there. We all take a little bit of a moment. We look around, uh-oh. We got a guy who thinks the Cobra Tech's made in the USA. Cobra Techs are rebranded ancient Microtech clones. Ancient. Old. The first one was an old Combat Troodon. AliExpress DHK's been selling those things for 20, 30, 40 bucks for at least a decade before Cobra Tech existed. Cobra Tech pops up. They're manufactured in China. They send the parts over here. Cobra Tech assembles them here, rebrands them as Cobra Tech. Sells them for 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 bucks. They're fine. They're beaters, but you're paying double what they used to go for. And still go for on those websites. Tom Cruise is 5'2". I'm pretty sure I could, if I got a running start, and I could grip him in exactly the right place, and he could form like a javelin with his body, I bet I could throw Tom Cruise almost 20 yards. I feel like I probably could. I need a hog house belly on the table. Hold on a sec. Who's that? Good. Now there's like a weird bald spot back here. There we go. Show the dagger. My ultimate fixed blade. 100% handmade, Dion Nell. Modified from his original version. This is a straight handle, no palm swell. Or very subtle palm swell. Polished micarta, polished guard, polished pommel. Mirror polished blade. Knife Makers Guild of South Africa. This is an absolutely perfect. I have very few knives in my collection that I would say are perfect. Like, literally every line on the knife is perfect. This is one of them. It is impossibly perfect. I don't know how he did it. I ordered this knife because I was so enraged because the Taipan from Cold Steel I thought was such a beautiful dagger. I was like, it's so beautiful, and like I can get it for like $250. And I got it, and it was the wonkiest, most uneven grind I've ever seen. I was so mad, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna order. I think that was a $2,200 or not 22. I think it was less. Maybe it was $1,800. I think it was between $1,800 and $2,000. Money well spent. But I was like, I'm gonna have it custom made by somebody who knows what they're doing. And old Dion Nell, he had it. He said, I got you, no problem. Oh yeah, do you guys remember my ultimate? Oh my god. I had a custom stolen. $2,000 down the drain. Australian knife maker made one of the most beautiful daggers. The first one was made by him. I kind of want to give him another crack at it because that really sucked. I got stolen out of customs. It was absolutely gorgeous. I got to find the picture of that. What was that gentleman's name? Because it's still on Instagram. He finished it and showed it. The blade was freaking purple and blue. Amazing Damascus. Beautiful. Like his own proprietary stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. The guard and the pommel, all the same thing. Carbon fiber on the handle. Absolutely nutty. Unreal. Some nut-sucking cave person was like, oh, cool, a knife. Can't wait to go home and stick it in my butt. And that's where it is today. It's in some guy's butt. I don't even want to know where that thing is. I bet it would make me sick. It never showed up on eBay or anything. Nobody ever saw it. So that means, like, it's just, like, it's probably being used to, like, dig out some dude's bong. Like, it's, like, he was like, cool, like, it's probably from, like, a Ren Fair or something. He's, like, digs crap out of his bong with it. I hate that. I can't, it just burns me to think that that's what it could be used for. God damn it. Or police evidence locker. Yeah, sure. Like, right. Like, thank God they saved the world from an evil criminal like me, even though my table does look like that scene from Suicide Squad. It would have just been kept in a case perfectly. It's safer with me than it is in a evidence locker. This room right now is the equivalent of an evidence locker. Like, it's the same thing. They're locked down harder here. And it's legal. It's legal for me to have it. How funny would that be? Yeah, it ends up in a box of knives on eBay. There's no way. Even somebody who doesn't know anything about knives pulled that thing out and was like, holy crap. There's no way. That thing was off the charts ridiculous. It would have looked ridiculous in World of Warcraft. It was absolutely insane. One of the most phenomenal fixed blades I have ever seen in my life. And truth be told, I can't believe he only wanted $2,000 for it. I thought that was an unbelievable deal. It was really, really incredible. We're talking about the custom fixed blade that got stolen. It was I had an Australian custom knife maker make it for me, and he shipped it, and it got stolen in customs. Not his fault, not his responsibility. He felt super bad about it, and he kept trying to say, like, I gotta do, and I was like, it's not your fault, you didn't do anything. And no, I did not demand my money back because he can't control that, and I wasn't about to make that guy. You know, the amount of work that went into that thing, and I can you imagine? I'm like, okay, well, I need a refund. Like, no, He told me the risks before we even started the process. He said, there is a small chance if you order from me, it's going to get seized. And I said, I've ordered knives from overseas before. Like, I'm going to take my chances, but I fully accept the responsibility if it does get stolen. And that's what happened. So he made it very clear to me. He was very fair about it. So it was not his fault. I took the risk, and that's what happened. Sounds like insurance fraud? I doubt it. The guy does a lot of custom work for a lot of people. I'm not going to jump to that conclusion. There's absolutely no evidence to support that with his work or his page or his background or anything. No. You can jump there for me. I like to assume the good in people. I know that there are bad actors out there, but I think that there are fewer. I think that nowadays people are much more cynical than they used to be. And I think that social media has exacerbated this. I think people are more irritable. I think people jump to conclusions faster. And I think that there are more good players than there are bad players. And I think that we're more prone to assuming that there's foul play. And I do it too. So I like to assume that there's more good than bad. And you can say that that's naive. You can say that's naive. I prefer my world. I prefer my world. You're not too late. No. If you're just popping in, yeah, no, you're not too late. God, there's a crap load of people. There's 904 people in here at 9:12. What's up, guys? Yeah. I prefer to live in a world where, like, there's good and bad in everybody. Like, good people are capable of being bad, and bad people are capable of being good. Sure. But I like to assume that given the right circumstances and when you're interacting with the right person, somebody who might be prone to doing bad would be motivated to be good. And people who are good by nature are much more likely to just continue to be good and do the right thing for people who treat them properly. But if you say something I don't like in my comments, I'm going to throw a pie at you. I'm gonna go ahead and contradict myself immediately and be a little self-aware here, okay? You're getting a 2-day cold, discounted lemon meringue pie right to the face. Key lime. Not key lime. Probably rhubarb. Actually, I say rhubarb like I don't like it. Rhubarb pie is pretty good. There's a lot of splat. Honestly, the best pie to throw at somebody is probably like a cheesecake pumpkin pie. I feel like that's the best splat. That thick cheesecake mix, like hitting somebody's face, like just a full cheek slap. You line it up perfectly with all that cheek meat. It's a good sound. Banana cream pies. Yeah, there you go. That's banana cream is the way. I feel like this science has already been worked out. What skiff is above the O and how? Thanks, bro. That's the drifter. That's my custom drifter. You guys want to see the drifter? Oh, she's a pretty one. Has a little, only minor spittle. That's how if I was going to sell this. Like if I ever have to make listings for my knives, I'm gonna have to like put the percentage of spittle that each knife has been subject to. This one would be minor spittle. Oh, what a sweet baby that one is. Oh boy, American made. American made. Woo! I'd love to convince Skiff to do a full Zerkatai drifter or accomplice. That'd be a pretty penny. I bet that'd be a $3,000 to $4,000 knife, but I'd probably go for it. Keep it up. Love your content. I love that you're here. Thanks for being here and supporting the channel. I will be here to give away stuff. Yeah, as in spit. I mean, if you guys haven't noticed through my reviews and live streams, I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes I spit a little bit when I talk. Started happening when I was about 35. You can, I mean, like, there's probably like an exact update. There's probably like an exact upload where someone was like, "Ooh, he spit on that one." And most of the time, I just don't edit it out. And I'm like, well, I get to talking. You get to talking and you start spitting. Sometimes you pee a little bit when you're excited. See, I feel like that guy's got it way worse than me. I'm not peeing yet. I mean, I can say that. You know, I'm off camera, but $7 is all I'm willing to spend to be heard. I read that comment for free, bud. You do not have to donate to get me to read your comment. There is absolutely zero incentive. I appreciate the donations, but there is zero incentive to donate. And if you're wondering, do your odds increase if you donate? No. People just like to donate sometimes if they have a question that they really want answered, and I'm not... Like, I try to watch chat, but I kind of get all over the place with my topics. So sometimes it's more of like a to get my attention kind of thing, and that's fine, but there's no incentive to donate. The knife under enter? What is that one called? Look at that. Poikolo. Holy God. That's that Task Poikolo collab. So I told Poikolo, I said, I want this. I said, let me buy this. And they said, you can't buy that. We need that for a show. But we'll make sure that you can buy one. And I said, good. Thank you. I will buy that. God. It doesn't sound like any other knife. The lock is different too. Super cool. DLC coded M398. Cousin to CPM S125V. On a scale of 1 to 10, how trash is the new Witcher season, and why is it 10? Listen, I'm going to be honest, I haven't even watched it, but all of the stuff that I've watched surrounding it, it makes me... I hate it without even watched. Like, I'm so upset. Good for Henry Cavill for seeing that way off. Like, he clearly was like, I'm done. After season 3, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. You guys suck. Thoughts on the TRM Neutron 2 lizard skin? I have to check that. I think I've seen the lizard skin texture before. I do like that texture. But I have to look at it again. Thanks for your donation. Shines LQ60B. And also, James Sales has been a member for 52 months and has that absolutely maxed out helmet. I don't even have that helmet. I'm stuck at purple. Here, see? I'm at purple. I'm not even ranked that high. I run the guild here. I'm not even ranked that high. Congrats. The Witcher is not The Witcher without Henry Cavill. Season 1, I would honestly rank probably a 9.5 out of 10. Season 1 was so good. Season 2, I was like, oh, we're starting to make it about, starting to kind of make it about other people, as if The Witcher's not the main character anymore. Interesting, we have a lot of other side stories here, a lot of crying, a lot of screaming. A lot of screaming. Wow. Late in the season, a lot of screaming. Season 3, more screaming. More screaming somehow. Wow. And then that just keeps going, and they scream a lot, and everybody's mad, and then we can do it too. And it's like, well, also The Witcher is the main character. Damn it. Henry Cavill just in the background like, do I have a scene? Like, is there a monster for me to fight? Like, everybody's waiting. Nobody cares. Show The Witcher killing a monster with cool magic powers. We don't want to see any of this. Like, the characters, it's fine. They can have their little things, but you can cut out about 70% of these other weird little stories and still keep them in the loop, and then put the Witcher in there doing cool sword and magic stuff. My God. Why are you screaming? It's just screaming in the mud. What's that anime meme where the girl is like screaming and crying and it's like raining? That was the second half of season 2 and all of season 3. Stop screaming. Shut up. Anytime Yennefer's on screen, you can't complain. There's a line. I think everybody can agree. We all were like, oh. And then, like, it got too much, and we're like, yeah. There's a line. You're like, that can only carry you so far. You have to... What's that line from The Office? No, we cut Kevin off for the same thing. If you're gonna speak up, you have to have something to say. That's basically it. I don't know. As long as we never... Now, to be fair, I did not play it, but I saw all the videos. Let me preface this. I think you should be whoever you want to be. Privately. That's fine. I'm a knife collector. You know, I'm pretty, you know, pretty solid. Like, I'm happy with who I choose to be. That's fine. Be whoever you want to be. I don't ever want to see another game like Dragon Age: The Vanguard. Veilguard. Veilguard, Dragon Age. I don't ever want to see another game like that ever again. I did not play it, and I will never play it. No, thank you. That made Borderlands 3 look like the best game I've ever. Borderlands 3 wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. But it made Borderlands 3 like a lot of games, not just Borderlands 3 is not a great example. It made a lot of cringy games that had like forced stuff in it seem more than tolerable, fully acceptable. Not all games are trash. I'm really enjoying Borderlands 4, and I would recommend that. A Path of Exile 2 is also incredible. And so is Elden Ring. If you've never played Elden Ring's amazing. Liking the live stream really does help, guys. It really does. I mean, we're at like, I don't know, like 400 likes. Like, if you take the time to like the live stream, it'd be really great. Elden Ring is one of the most perfect games. You could call it broken, whatever. There's things that are intentionally programmed into the game to like be a service to the fan base, and it's not. I don't think a lot of that stuff is an accident. Elden Ring is incredible. If you want it to be easy mode and you want to cheese the whole thing, they let you do that. If you want to play it hard mode, they let you do that. The whole game is incredible. Elden Ring is a blueprint of how like those open world RPGs should be. My main on Borderlands 4 is Amon. 100%. The same reason I drive a turbo diesel. That's why I picked it. I'm compensating. That's what I want to be. I'm just trying to live that life, even though that's not really me. I don't have any use for a turbo diesel. I drive to the post office, but I like it because it's big and strong. And it goes. They go. What's that guy on TikTok? He goes. Why pretend? Yeah, I picked Amon because he's big and strong, and he's tall, he's big. He looks like he could crush a watermelon with one hand. Love the hive knife. Yeah, it's cool. You like carbon fiber, titanium, MC, Excalibur better? So, interesting question here. I don't have those out tonight, and I'll talk about them more. The pre-order is still open, guys. I told you we'd keep the pre-order open for a long time. It's still open. You can actually go to the description right now and click on the pre-order for Excalibur if you want to pick it up. The new Excalibur is now down to between 220 and 260. I mean, like the base models are between 220 and 250. So they're way less expensive because they are sandwich construction and they're now a top liner lock or a Verta lock. And there's left-handed options available now as well. I love the full titanium version. I gotta admit, that carbon fiber version is awesome. Because of the weight reduction. It just feels perfectly balanced now. As all things should be. I do like turbo diesel acceleration. Even though it's still hindered by the DEF system, which I will delete. Accelerating down interstate in a turbo diesel 3/4 ton is an experience that everyone should have. You're in an impossibly large vehicle and you step on that pedal and somehow it accelerates far beyond what you would expect. In a sound it makes, it's just unreal. The sound it makes, it winds up, it goes, whoa! And you can hear that turbo diesel whine. Oh my God, it's so good, man. You're supposed to be pulling a camper or something. Trailer with stuff on it. Sounds horrible? I disagree. I think it sounds great. I think it sounds like a... I'm pretty sure a choir of angels, like the way that we, you know, like when you go to church and like the choir is supposed to sound like that. No, it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like a freaking Duramax turbo diesel. They got it wrong. I know that's the way God wanted it. We just messed it up because we're stupid, meaty little flesh bags and we don't know anything about anything. But we did make the Duramax. God was like, you got that right. 450, 475 with the DEF system. That's pre-delete. Post-delete, I bet it's 550. Angel's trumpets are 100% diesel motors. Last $5, thanks for your donation. Sincerely, thank you. It's very nice of you. Last $5, do you have a Tau Compact? I'd be willing to trade it. Oh, man. If I did, I probably would just because you're asking so nicely. But they did. I'm sorry, do you know if they even exist? They did. They did do a Tau Compact, I'm pretty sure, and I gave it away during a live stream. I no longer own a Tau Compact. I own the larger one. The Tau Compact did exist. I'll tell Sergio, I'll be like, hey, there's somebody in my life that really wants one. You got to start making those again. Missed chats, you sent it twice. I'm going up as high as I can. Here we go. Titanium just today. Any info on the new Wii Flipper lock? The new Wii Flipper lock? I will ask Candy about that. Who's Candy? That's the Wii rep. I know nobody asked. I'm just letting you know. Hold on one second. I want to stop here on S. Hines' message, but I will ask Candy about that. But I don't know anything about it at the moment. S. Hines-LQ60B. Thanks for your donation. Says, Dad passed away. How to sell all my life stuff. I'm very sorry to hear that your dad passed away. That is an impossible thing to imagine. My dad is still here, so I can't pretend to understand what you're going through. I am sincerely very sorry to hear that. If you're talking about how to sell all your life stuff, how to sell all your knives or all your stuff, I can imagine there's an enormous financial responsibility that has any number of variables to it, and I won't make you answer for that. If you're talking about knives, there's a number of different options. You can sell collections, you know, you can contact like Arizona Custom Knives and do a large consignment program. But they take a big percentage of that. If you're trying to get things sold quickly, you know, that might be a decent idea. You can list things individually on Blade Forums. You can make multiple listings across Blade Forums, Reddit. You can do Blade Binge. I said Blade Forums. It's Blade Binge, Blade Forums, Reddit, Facebook. You can do Discord, things like that. That's really problematic though because you have to monitor everything. The consignment programs are the fastest, but they take the biggest chunk out of whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So It's going to be an enormous undertaking depending on how much you have, and it's going to be probably pretty stressful. I can't even pretend to understand, but I don't know if my suggestions are helpful. I hope that they are, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that that's going on. Jimmy Large 1148. Which 0392? Because it could be me. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a huge fan of the 0392. My overall thoughts on Cobra Tech? Well, as we mentioned earlier, Cobra Tech is not actually a company who makes knives. They are a company who has taken over Chinese Microtech clones that have been around forever, and they've been sold on AliExpress and DHgate for decades. Namely the original Combat Troodon clone. They are rebranded as Cobra Tech, and they are manufactured in China, sent over in pieces, and assembled here by whoever owns Cobra Tech, and then they're sold as Cobra Tech knives for about double what they normally go for on AliExpress to this day. They are functionally fine. So is the Lightning OTF, which you can buy for $30. They're not special. But if they work for you, then fine. You already sold everything. Well, I guess I don't understand what you're asking, but hold on. Let me go back and read your comment again, because I feel like maybe I misinterpreted it. Well, I guess I'm missing something. It says Dad passed away, how to sell all my life stuff. I thought you were asking how to do it. But I apologize if I misunderstood you. But I'd be happy to try again if you want to. You don't have to send a super chat for it. I just want to understand what you mean. Had, okay, that makes sense. Probably meant had, not how. That makes sense. Okay, well in that case, I am sorry that you had to sell all your stuff. I have a feeling that, well, I know that it's an inevitability that there will, come a day where we'll have to make some sort of decision like that. So I'm sorry to hear that you had to sell your stuff. I'll do my best to entertain you here, and of course the community will always be here. Long after I'm gone, I can tell you that. I don't mean to downplay what you're going through at all. But yeah, there's a huge community of people here that will provide a conversation, and you can enjoy things via the community. If that's how it is, and if it came down to it for me, I think I would be happy with that. I don't want to speak for anybody else, but that's got to be a rough deal. What's the giant knife middle right above the dagger? That's that one from Poikilo, the Task collab, and I forget what it's called. Poikilo and Task. Melissa Backwoods has a video on this as well, like the standard version. This is the full dress version. That is not in stock. I don't think that was even released. God, that's a big chunk of Zerkatite. The Falk Kniving? That's the modern Bowie. That is a very, very expensive fixed blade. Laminated COS, made in Japan. In my opinion, one of the contenders for ultimate fixed blade on Earth. And that is purely based on the the Dutch Bushcraft Boys video on it. They put that thing through its paces. This guy nailed it. L. Madison said, it's wild how many people watched your TKG video and took away. MC is going to give his 10-year-old son an OTF with no warnings or limits. That's, man, like, I can't make a video. No matter how much detail I put into a video and how careful I am with explaining myself, there is no shortage of people who skip right to the end and go, an OTF? Well, here's my thoughts on that. If you skip to the end of the video and you ignore all the context and then you go to the comments to give your opinion is worthless. If you are going to ignore the context of a video and go and be like, well, that blah, blah, just shut up. Well, I'm entitled to my own opinion. Yeah, but your opinion has no foundation. Your opinion's baseless. Like, that's dumb. That's a dumb thing that came out of your face hole. I just stopped. I got to a point where I was reading the comments. I was like, why? Why reply to this stuff? It's absolutely a non-issue. I agree. I have come to the conclusion that an OTF, a safe OTF with a blade that's, it's rounded down. It's a sheep's foot blade. It's the best choice. He can operate it. His hands are out of the way. It's convenient. He's been taught that it's a tool, not a weapon. I mean, all of the context was in the video. Maidenless reply. God, there's already 1,100 people in here. We're coming up on, it's just about time, guys, to do the giveaway. Have you ever wondered what the heck? What in tarnation does a guy like Metal Complex have Patreon for? Well, I'll tell you. All 1,087 people who asked that question simultaneously. Twist my arm, I'll tell you. On Patreon, if you'd like to join, which, by the way, the link is right at the top of the chat, there's actually a number of benefits. The main benefit, the main reason that people join my Patreon is for the giveaways. I do separate private giveaways on Patreon, and let me tell you, they're a doozy. I actually just announced the winners for this month's giveaways. For the $1, $3, and $5 tier giveaways. Always premium knives. Joining the $1 tier grants you access to everything on Patreon, including private buy-sell trade, private once-a-week exclusive content where I do give little hints and little secrets. I tell little secrets to my patrons. Upcoming things and things that I don't tell anybody else about content and knives and stuff. I also have a private Discord, which you'll instantly gain access to forever. Even if you stop becoming a patron, you're just there forever. So if you want in on my Discord, then you can do that. This is just the $1 tier. You also gain access to my private knife sales, which are always ridiculously discounted to the point where you literally would not believe what I sell them for. Sometimes out of my private collection. And then you have once a month giveaway access for one premium knife. The $3 tier is everything mentioned, but 2 premium giveaways. The $5 tier is everything mentioned, but 3 premium giveaways. And that $5 tier always has the most valuable knife. What we did this month was the $300, it was the Urban EDC Supply knife. I actually have it right here. This was the grand prize this month. It was, here we go. This was actually a prototype Nitroglide. So the knife that was given away on Patreon this month, today, it was announced. DLC hollow ground satin magna cut titanium frame. Beautiful knife. That was the grand prize on Patreon this month. So if you want to join Patreon, there's a link right at the top of chat. I'd like to think I give pretty good benefits, even at $1. But it's up to you. Couple more weeks and there'll be another giveaway announced because we did the drawing today. That means in just 2 weeks is the next round of giveaways. I hate this song. Shut up. Not an integral. Very, very clever seam construction. Looks like an integral, though. Best OTF action? It's the deadlock. The deadlock. Hawk Deadlock is unmatched. It's so perfectly smooth. Ugh. It's not the most powerful, but it is the best action. It is the best. It's perfection. Show you up close. It's perfect. It's the perfect OTF. This is my safe queen. My other one is my user. Not unmatched anymore, stolen? No, you're talking about the solidity of lockup. We're not talking about the action. Microtech did not manage to replicate the action. They managed to replicate the solidity of lockup. Mostly. They still didn't do it perfectly. Deadlock still reigns supreme in absolute lockout. The Microtech's got it close and you kind of have to adjust it every now and then. The quality of action still belongs to Deadlock by a long shot. Thoughts on ABKT for the price of the ABKT? I feel like the more I talk to you guys, the more I feel like I'm out of the loop. I don't know what that is. I've said that like 5 times tonight. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. There's too much stuff coming out. I'm really sorry you had to pay for that, and I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll try to remember. I'll screenshot it and try to look it up. Okay? Thank you. You sent me an email with a pic of your dog's hair pie. I'll know exactly what email to not look at, Edwin. Trying to decide who you look like. Look at your profile picture. I clicked on your profile picture, Ed, and you kind of look like Greg Medford. You look like Greg Medford, but like you're younger, slightly more vibrant. There's something else in there. I don't know. You look like a young AI Greg Medford. Less political. Yay. Like a softer Medford. More like a white bread. You know? Greg Medford's that sourdough. You're that rainbow white bread. Alright. Not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be honest. Let's move some stuff and give away some knives, huh? You guys ready? You ready to win? Who's ready to win? Guys, he's moving the stuff. Yeah, he's finally shutting up. Oh, God, all the fixed blades. Come here, buddies. Come on, buddies. We got to find you a little safe spot. Real quick here. Where can we go? You can go here. You're safe here. You can go here. I think all the fixed blades are just going to have their spot on top of the 80 slot case because they're out of the way. Now we got room. There's only 4. What am I doing? There's only 4 left. This is stupid. I don't have to move all these. 4 left, guys. Okay. What time is it? I got to go to the bathroom. Oh, perfect. 9:42. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. We'll draw for the knives. All right. I'm going to give these pouches a little squeezeroo here. Oh, yeah, there's knives in there. All right. Okay. Give me a sec here. I'm going to load the link up. Okay. Time to draw the first winner. There are 2 coins left, which means somebody, I mean, like, there's a chance the first person who draws will get both coins, and then if they do, they get to spin both, you know, the jackpot wheel twice. Maybe it'll be 1 and 1. Who knows? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll find out soon enough. We're going to refresh the page. Come on now. There's the entry link right there. Filter is on. Let's get the number of comments here. We've got almost 1,200 people in here. More than usual. Whoops. 1,312. The winner of the first 2 picks is Travis Merrick's 4391. Been a while since I could catch a live. Hopefully it's my night. This is his logo right there. It looks like a little truck or possibly a big Jeep. Not sure if it's a real Jeep or if it's a toy or what, but it looks cool. Travis, you won. I have my thing set to live chat. It tried to go back on me. We're looking for Travis. There he is. He says, I'm here. We got you. I got you. 1 through 4. 1 through 4. Whatever you pick, it's yours. Yep. That's him. He's here. Not even a member for people who always think it's rigged. People always say, it's only ever members who win. Definitely not. A lot of members who watch live, obviously. But not a member. There you go. Three. Okay, well, you get to pick 2. You get to pick 2, Travis. He's like, oh, crap, 2. Pick 2, bud. Yeah, you pick. I know you want 3, but what else do you want? He wants 1 and 3. 1 and 3, Travis, confirm with me. There we go. All right, he wants 1 and 3. Ooh, 1's a little heavy. That's a premium. Nah, semi-premium. It's that titanium frame lock that it's titanium and 14C28N, I believe. I forget what this one is, but it's Flightanium. Nice knife. Very smooth. Very fidgety. There it is, right there. Nope, that says Demeter. I forget what this one's called. Cool knife, though. There you go. That's yours. No coin in that one. Second one. Oh, you got the Stinger XL. So, not a budget knife. It's kind of an in-between. This is, I believe, a Taiwan-made XL. Basically, the best alternative to the XM24. Full, flat ground, 154 cm blade, liner lock, G10 scales, big old burly boy. These are both yours. Very cool wins, for sure. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the 2 knives you won. Off-grid steamer. The off-grid steamer? No. The off-grid Stinger XL and and the Flightanium one, which I forget the name of. Congrats. Get these away here. If my calculations are correct, there's at least one coin in there, but I feel like there's two. I feel like the last two have both coins, which means the person who wins this next draw actually wins the knives and 2 shots at the spin. Sorry, hang on one sec here. Where's that other pouch? It's just gone. I've got a bunch of zipper pouches off camera that I keep things in to... Did I tuck it way back in here? I don't know what happened to it. Okay. Well, that's weird. It's gone. Anyways, let's go ahead and draw the last winner. Pick a new winner. Final winner. Gigantic Mark with the Rareware logo. Top tier content. Love what you do. Awesome. That should be an easy one to spot. Right here. Found him. Easy. You got 2. Big premium win. Concept. Is it going to say on there? Thunderhead. Believe that's S35EN, carbon fiber inlay, micro texture titanium. Absolutely gorgeous ergonomic profile. And it has that super metallic sound with it too. Probably right around a $200 pocket knife, maybe a little more, a little less. Very easy to manipulate. Nice liner lock there. Front flipper. Beautiful knife. Very, very cool. You'll love that one. There's no coin in that one, which means this has to contain a coin. It doesn't? How? We drew all 5. We did not. We did not draw all 5 coins. I have more. Anyways, you won Tri-States, the new Tri-Stash V2. That's also yours. But I did not put enough coins in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I missed a coin. That means that you get a spin no matter what. You have to. By default, there are now 4 premium knives in the pool. And if he misses this, there are 5, because there's supposed to be 5 per group, and I missed one. So you get a spin by default, because I only put 4 in there. I don't know what happened to that other coin. So he gets a spin by default. There has to be. We've only spun 4 times. That means you get to spin the jackpot wheel. Now here's what happens if you win. You can see here, here's what you can win. There's a lot of poo-poo town. All the gold slots are good. Well, kinda. Spaghetti Wizard means you win a gas station knife of my choosing out of the TSA pile. Spin again means spin again. Jackpot means you win every single knife left on the table in the pouches. But since there's no pouches left, here's what we do. Every time a coin is drawn, if somebody doesn't win, I add a premium knife to the jackpot pool. In this group, 4 coins have been drawn. There's supposed to be 5. You were supposed to have drawn 1. 4 coins were drawn. Nobody hit jackpot. That means there are 4 premium knives in the jackpot pool. So if you hit jackpot, you get these 2 plus the other 4 premium knives in the jackpot pool, which I've actually yet to select. I'll pull them out here in a second. Here we go. Actually, you get to tell me when. You say go, and I will hit this button as soon as I see your comment. You just say go. I'm watching. Everybody else shut up. He said go. He was so close. He was so close. I'm sorry. But what happens to those jackpot knives? There's now 5 in the pool. They roll over. They go to the next group of 20, which means we keep adding until somebody wins big. So someone will get those knives, I promise. These 2 are yours. Big win, though, either way. Like, these are great knives. That was a huge win, dude. Congrats. That's it for this group of 20. Justice for trying. That was close, man. Hey, but like, do you guys remember what happened in the last group of 20? That guy won it on the very first Jackpot 20. The very last person, the guy to draw the last 2 pouches, actually got the jackpot on the first time that I did it. So it's more than possible. Travis should get the spin? Why? All right, I'll give Travis a spin, sure. The first guy? Hold on, confirm with me. Are we talking about the first guy? Are we talking about the first winner tonight? All right, yeah, sure. All right, that's fair. Yeah. Give Travis a spin. No. Sorry. Almost got spin again. I'm all about being fair. Fair is fair. There's a couple of poo-poo towns tonight, but that's it. Just to make it fair. I don't know what happened to those coins. So here's what I've got here in my little pile. Just these 4. These are the ones we drew. So I don't know what happened to the 5th one. I'll have to find another one. I got a little purple chip here. I guess that could work. I don't know what that is. Oh, there you go. We could use that. I've checked them all. I checked all the pouches. They were all opened live. Oh, you mean check them again? Okay. First one. There's the second one with the Flightanium one. There's nothing in there. I just forgot to put 5 in there. But hey, we got the spins. The spins were in. Fair's fair. I mean, if I mess up, then we just do it. We just double it over. What's the shiny guy right by the black stitch? Ouch. The shiny. Oh, that is the Cedar. Rob Johnson Cedar. Very, very beautiful knife. The camera doesn't know what to do with that texture. That's actually like micro-stepped. Gorgeous blade finish and ridiculously. It's literally popping the fibers off of my finger there. It's insane. I'll actually slice a piece of paper. My last piece of printer paper. It's crazy. Like it's insanely sharp. Factory Edge Supreme. Neves what? What's your question about Neves? I like Neves. Jared's a good guy. I mean, do I think Neves could make that sharper? Yeah, absolutely. But like judging factory edges, I'm pretty good at judging a factory edge. Not good at making it sharper. My talent, my sharpening talent is exactly this. I can take a normal factory edge that doesn't have any wonky grinds, and I can work for an hour and a half on it and bring it back to 80% of what it was when I got it. That's my best work. And that's with a KME and diamond stones. Up to 1,500. Do you guys think a sharpening crappy knives and making them better series would be fun? Would you guys watch if I like did a little micro series on like taking random knives from the TSA box and trying to sharpen them? Would you guys find that entertaining, or would you guys think that was boring? Let's say I could edit it down to like like an 8 to 10 minute video. It has to be at least 8 minutes because I'm a YouTuber and I have to play ads on it because, you know, I got to make that ad revenue. But 8 to 10 minutes. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll think about that. That'd be kind of fun. They should be no problem to sharpen. I mean, I'm a bad sharpener. So what it's going to do is it's going to invite a bunch of professional sharpeners to critique me. They're not going to understand that I'm doing it for fun and entertainment. The whole idea would be, you know, here's how I have to title it, like, novice sharpener attempts to put an edge on gas station knife or something like that. Sharpening turds so you don't have to. I kind of want to invest in a really, really nice sharpening system. I want that dual, like, I see those guys doing this. I'm like, oh man, I want to do that. You know what I mean? The box opener tool? Yeah, I should probably do that. Let me give away some memberships to you wonderful folks. Let's do, here's 20 from me. Because I love you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. It's my favorite groovy NES, one of my favorite groovy NES tunes that plays. I don't know what this is from. This is Gremlins 2. Classic. Metal Complex tune. Congrats, guys. Okay. It is 10:02. It's time, guys. It's time. Thank you so much for being a part of my live stream tonight. Congratulations to the winners. We have 5 premium knives added to the loot pool for the next group of 20. And they will keep climbing until somebody wins it. Somebody will win a massive jackpot at some point. When I say premium knives, I mean, like, basically like the titanium and the titanium Concept and Kaiser S35VN knives, like those count. So basically, like, knives that are worth, let's say, 150 plus, like those count as premium knives. So anywhere from like 150 to 250, like those knives will be added to the loot pool for the next group of 20. So the next person to hit jackpot wins everything on the table, plus the loot pool for that group, plus the old loot pool for the rollover. All right? I love it. The rollover makes it more dramatic. I hope you guys have an hold on. Thanks to my patrons, thanks to my Instagram followers, thanks to my TikTok followers, thanks to my YouTube followers, thanks to my patrons. Did I already say patrons? Thank you to everybody. Thank you to people who don't like me on Reddit. That's also fine. Thank you to people who don't subscribe to me. Thanks to people who came here from TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Thanks to everybody. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.